3 streams in a row. Let's go. I see someone's keeping up that streak.
Hey there, Miko. Hi, Smasa. Welcome to the stream.
How are you guys doing this afternoon? What's up? Frame 1 song request I see. Alright, let me take a look at this.
Tell me the duck story.
Oh, it's the duck song.
A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man, "Run."
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just watch this part together.
Got any grapes?
Where the
The man
fuck
said,
is it?
"No, we just
There we
sell
go.
lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass?" The duck said, "I'll pass."
I'll pass.
Waddled away, waddle waddle.
It's an all-time classic.
Say, bum, 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 ba-dum.
Dude, this shit has 3.7 million likes.
And he said to the man, "Run in the stand. Hey, bum, bum, bum. Got any?"
Surprised you knew this song? Oh no, I always knew about this. This was like
yesterday.
this is one of those internet classics that you'll find eventually.
The duck said, "Goodbye." Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle.
Let's see. I did not know there were mods for DMC. This should be interesting.
Till the very next
Oh yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, today we're gonna be playing Devil May Cry 3 Crimson. It's a mod that tends to like modernize DMC3, adds a lot more interesting stuff like new moves for Dante. You have the Switch style from the Switch version. You can swap between characters mid mission if you want. So like I could have both Dante and Virgil in a mission. And you waddle away, waddle waddle waddle. Okay. That's a nice classic. Anyway, back to my song. Yeah, you can swap between Dante and Virgil mid-mission. There's even multiplayer stuff. There's even multiplayer options in it. Like when I was checking it when I was testing out the game, I saw that you could actually have up to 4 players in it, and it could even change. And it even changes like the stats of enemies to account for the extra characters. Although from what I saw in the settings, the only characters you can properly use are Dante and Virgil. There is a cheat that lets you use Lady and Boss Virgil, but those two are very work in progress. So like if you try using them, they crash the game. So for this, I'm gonna be using just Dante and Virgil. You can also like customize the game as much as you want. Like there's even number modifiers and like movement options that you can change to make the game as easy or as hard as you want. In fact, you can use this to even unlock all the extra harder difficulties right away. You can even like upload other mods for the models. Like you can change Dante's model to be like another mod. Like say if you want Nero's outfit, you can do that. That song in Gummy Bear Song of Classics. Oh, absolutely. Although, while we're still here, I need to show you guys something really stupid and funny. For those who hasn't seen, The Gamer uploaded this really what the fuck article saying that Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is going to be the next Clear Obscure Expedition 33 of 2026. I saw that and I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, actually, what is that supposed? I see now that we finally have a 4th game for journalists to latch onto when they're comparing games. Persona 5, your time is finally over. Now it's Claire Obscure's time. Just did a bit more digging. Better camera control sounds good. Yeah, the mod aims to be more more like DMC 4 and 5 in terms of its like quality of life stuff, while still having a bunch of options to make it more akin to DMC 3. But also, we really need more news on Fortune's Weave soon. Hopefully next Direct will get some more info. So I was having a conversation about this game with some other friends earlier, and I know people think that this could be a sequel, but I really, really, really hope it's not a sequel. I'd rather it just be a prequel so that they don't have to confirm any one route as canon. Yeah, Gummy Bear song is a big no-no. That one's copyrighted. I don't know if the Duck song is. I guess we'll know after this stream's over, because then the VOD will be muted. Or rather, that section of the VOD will be muted. But yeah, what's everyone up to lately? How are you guys spending the rest of your December? Because now that Christmas has been done, we're in this filler section of the year where December 26th to the 30th is just a whole lot of nothing. I remember introducing you to White Boys with Attitude. That was on the... Oh yeah, that was on the Bomber Cyberpunk stream. I believe so. Yep, correcto. Not great. Aw, man. Sorry to hear that, Tsumasa. Don't worry. We're almost in the new year soon, so... Gonna have new changes. Also, one more thing before we get started with DMC3. I need to show you guys this little meme, cause it's really cute, and also Tedo. Whoa, Tedo's evolving. Look at that! She got the magical transformation. Tedo, come back! Ooh, boy. Okay. Just got the Platinum for Lies of P and the Overture DLC yesterday, and just got the Ninja Gaiden Collection in 4 because I'd rather go through that than Kingdom Hearts. Believe me when I say this, some of those Kingdom Hearts games are a little mixed, to say the least, so I don't blame you. It's okay, just dealing with depression for a bit. I get you, Smasa. Holiday season tends to bring out depression in a lot of people, so I don't really blame you. Alright, let's move on to DMC3. So this is my first time playing the collection on PC specifically, because when I went through this series, I played them all on PlayStation. So I didn't know the collection on PC would just like open up another launcher when you open the game. So this is another important reason why I have to test the game first, you know? Because if I just had OBS open up the launcher, like the DMC collection launcher, it'll have that open, but not DMC3 specifically. All these games have different launchers, so I gotta do it like this. Oh, trust me, I know. Rechain of Memories. Oh, fuck that game, man. Rechain's definitely my least favorite Kingdom Hearts game. Before I hit enter, let me see if the collect. Oh well, yeah, I gotta lower the volume on this too, because like I said, different launchers means different volume settings for each of them. Alright. DMC free time. What the fuck is going on with the resolution?
Sweet dream.
And there it is.
You've heard of it, haven't you? The legend.
Here we go. Time for one of the coolest intros for a Capcom game.
Long ago, in ancient times, a demon rebelled against his own kind.
Speaking of Lies of P, that game has a Pinocchio reference with the golden tree in that game. Interesting. I've never played Lies of P, but I hear good things about it.
But since he was a demon himself, his
The only thing I can ever think of whenever someone tells me Lies of P is when some friends called it Lies of Penis and Truths of Pussy. I think I can turn up the game a little bit.
How do I know?
Yeah, like this.
Well, I met the sons of Sparta. Both of
Gold tree coin. Hey, collection, are you good? Hello?
them.
Hi, Zeno. What's up?
Though the same blood of their father flowed through their veins, the two battled each other fiercely like arch enemies. It seemed as
I meant to
if
say
the
gold
forces
coin,
were
Trueroy. The game is basically a difficult Elden Ring.
brotherly fighting.
I mean, the game is an adaptation of Pinocchio. Yeah, that I know of. There's not much to know about Lies of P overall, but that is one of the things I'm aware of. Fucking Pinocchio Souls-like game.
But in the end, only one was
I
left.
say it's more of a mix of Bloodborne and Sekiro. Ah. So, is Lies of P a little more fast-paced than regular Souls?
Wanna know the name?
Because I know an interesting thing about not Devil May Cry, Sekiro is that it tends to be more fast-paced than the other Souls games. Okay, also here we go. Devil May Cry Free Crimson. All right, let's get started. I already made a save just to test things out, but I can still load the missions and they'll still load the cutscenes.
You've heard of it, haven't you? The legend of Sparta? When I was young, my father would tell me stories about it.
Hey, now we have
Long ago,
the subtitles.
in ancient times, a demon
I haven't played Sekiro yet, but I'd say it's around the same speed as Bloodborne. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I could never really get too into Souls games.
Sorry.
I tried Elden Ring, and I've tried some of, I wanna say Dark Souls 1. It's not... I've tried them. they just don't really click with me. I can see the appeal for other people, but it just doesn't do much for me.
You a customer too? Well, if you want to use the bathroom, help yourself. The toilet's in the back.
Is your name Dante, son of Sparta?
Yo, that's the man.
From your brother. He sent this invitation for you. Please accept it.
I believe it's faster paced in Elden Ring since the first parts of Elden Ring is slow, but the bosses in Elden Ring have similar weaknesses to each other. Okay, fair enough. Well, GG's, pro tag's over, slide it in. Is what I would say if this wasn't the son of Sparta, Dante.
This party's getting crazy. Let's rock.
Let's go! He said the thing! There we go. That's more like it. God, look at how fucking cool this dude is. Like, I appreciate DMC 1 Dante, even though it's a very different take on his character, but like this guy is awesome. Alright, so we can customize some stuff. As you can see here, this is where you'd be able to pick, like... This is where you can customize it so that you can add extra characters in the mission. So here we have character 1 as Dante and character 2 as Virgil. Now, why am I going to be using Virgil for these? Don't worry about it. It's not going to make much sense, but we're just here to mess around with this mod. And as you can see, you can use the right stick to switch characters. And the D-pad is able to, you can switch styles, like in the Switch version. Alright, let's get started. See, just like this. Can switch styles and do some real cool stuff. Now, do I remember all the combos? Not at all, but we're just here to have fun. Oh, hell yeah. You see, Sekiro is faster than Bloodborne. Bloodborne is more lore than Sekiro. So I guess since we're closing on 2026, what do you guys plan on playing next year? Is there any series or games that come in mind? Because I know, at least for me, one of the options I have considered is Atelier Resloriana. Also, don't worry about the cheats that it says to use, because I did say that you can customize some of the stuff that you can do, and I did want to try out the mobility and speed options that Dante has. All right, next mission. Here we go. Alright, how much do I have? I guess I can get a couple of these. Yeah. Let's see, Astrobot and probably the Ninja Gaiden series. Probably because of Wisdom or Pokemon Odyssey. Nice, nice. I need to try out Pokemon Odyssey. I heard a lot of good things about it.
You guys totally wrecked my shop, and I haven't even named it yet. You're gonna pay for that.
Dude, why are the subtitles so delayed right now?
I hope you all have enough to
Astrobot, highly recommend, because it's like the one PS5 game other than, I guess, Astro's Playroom. But that one's free, so, and the tech demo, so do we really count it? Yo, Fredbreaker, what's up? Okay, special moves. Now ain't that special? Input certain commands and high powerful special moves, blast into the air. Yep, that applies to the default configuration as well. Alright, so if we do this, now we can use Virgil. Whoa, why is this up? Get off. Get out. Okay, let me just restart that. A friend of mine had a problem with the subtitles when streaming the HD collection too. I think it's something with the PC port. Oh, brother. Another shit-ass old PC port. Where have I seen this before? Hey, got a green orb. Because again, I do gotta specify that I originally played this game for the collection on PS4. So I think it's got to be something on PC that's being weird. Oh yeah, I think the PC port of DMC3 has issues with high FPS. Oh lord. Well, I guess I'll still try it, but I don't know how much I'll be willing to do the full game then. Weirdly, I don't remember this problem with being in the 5 PC port, and I played the bit of the 5 PC port because of the Shizuna mod. At the same time, though, the 5 port has its own weird issues. Capcom, I love your games and all, but you gotta make some better PC ports. For real. Case in point, Monster Hunter Wilds. Great game, but holy god-awful PC port, man. Roy may cry. Roy may cry at how weird this PC port is. Hi, Aunt Jay. Shame that my favorite game of 2025 has a bungled PC port.
Where does the time go?
Yeah, it's a shame because I really like Monster Hunter Wilds a lot. It's one of my favorite 2025 games, and it's a good thing I played the PS5 version. Like I had to get it that way, because otherwise there was no way I'd be able to do hunts with my friends. Guys, holy shit, it's the man.
No doubt you've got some fun planned for me. Right, Virgil?
Okay, I'm sorry. I cannot do cutscenes like this when the game runs this way.
I come. Well, doesn't it excite you? The Timon Negru has revived. The Great One, who once ruled
The DMC anime TV show on Netflix dialogue, wasn't it?
and the demon world.
It's not the.
Isn't it a magnificent view?
Okay, yes, it is. It is the dialogue that's the problem with that anime, but it's so much more than just the dialogue.
Constructed this glorious edifice.
And the dialogue's corny, but it's more the fact that they ruined a lot of the already existing characters,
Fulfill the purpose of
and the messages they had in that anime were really, really bad. Alright, let's get Rebellion Drive. Art idea of a rival for your PNG dressed in blue. Oh, true. It would be really sick if I had like a rival character in a color scheme that like kind of opposes my character, but also complements them in a way, you know? Like how Dante's red and Virgil's main color is blue. Was Capcom involved in the anime's production? Because Lady's character is so bad. I want to say they had some involvement, but it really feels like they didn't have enough. They absolutely did not do enough with that show. Hey Roy, hope your day was superb. Oh, hey there, Neo. My day was pretty well so far. Although I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure how much I want to stream this DMC3 Crimson anymore. Not because the game itself is bad, but because of how not so great the DMC collection port is. Like, normally I would keep going because it's DMC3 and it's my second most favorite game in the series. But like, the inputs feel off, the cutscenes are delayed. A lot of weird issues going on with this port. It was mostly written by Adi Shankar, which explains a lot. Oh, wouldn't you guys like to know how I feel about that motherfucker? And how that man just somehow got a nomination on the Game Awards. I'm so glad the Netflix May Cry didn't get the award. I'm already offended that it was even nominated in the first place. So thank God it didn't win. DMC port was rough graphically, especially with Dante's hair. Ouch.
Come on, wimp.
Yeah, I can't do this. I can't do this, man. This is rough. You know what? Plan B. If we're not gonna do DMC, let's do something DMC related. So I don't remember how many of you guys were here for the 30XX stream, but I do have a Mega Man mod. Whoa, why is this up? But I do have a Mega Man X mod up for this game, and with and one of the mods I have on for 30XX, it has you use the characters. It has like Ace and Nina as X and Zero, but I also gave them the Devil Trigger alts from Mega Man X Dive. What's Plan B? I just got here. Oh, hey Violet, don't worry about it. Plan B is just me playing 30XX instead. So I'm actually gonna go through the fan levels of 30XX because that was something else I wanted to do. All right, 30XX. Sorry, DMC Free. Really sorry. Alright, here we go. We got a category update. DMC free. Yeah. Alright, let's do some community mods. Let's check out some of the community made stages. Hey Roy. Hey there Noah. Hey, unfortunately you missed that the DMC free PC port is not good. So I'm doing something else now. See, now we get Dante. We kind of get Dante back like this. Not Mega Man X music. Don't worry. Don't worry, we're gonna fix that real soon. Alright, how do I find these levels? Alright, JML Simple Level 1, Simple Level 2, Mega Man X Full Campaign. Oh, this one has a lot of likes. Let's take a look at this. Good play as Nina. Alright, let's take these core expanders. This DMC free PC port looking a little different. Listen, don't worry about it. Skip intro? No, yes. Let's not skip the intro. Let's see what they got planned. Damn, I don't remember DMC being in 2D. What other moves do I have? Is that it? Just a basic buster? I'll probably get something new later. If Nero were to get a rival, how would they give him one? I think the way you would have to give Nero a rival is you would have to make DMC 6 an entirely Nero-focused game. Like, you can't have Dante and Virgil in it. Just have it mainly be Nero, and I guess if they want to add a second character, maybe add a whole new character this time, instead of just throwing Dante and Virgil in the mix. That's how I would do it, at least. I tried Elden Ring for 2 hours and it's not for me. Yeah, it's the same for me. It's... like, I tried to get into Souls, it's just not a genre that works for me. Yeah, bow, bow, bow. Man, I'm actually really sad that DMC didn't work out. I really wanted to go stream Crimson mode, the Crimson mod. Oh well, nothing you can really do. Why give Nero a rival when you can make Nero the rival to Dante's daughter, maybe? I mean, maybe? Oh, X is so dead. Geronimo! My friends and partner really wanted to get into Souls games so bad, but I don't know, man. I don't really fuck with it. Soul... you have to have a really specific taste to be into Souls games, and I feel like Souls just doesn't really work with what I'm typically into. You know, I tend to like the more fast-paced action games, whether it be an action platformer like Mega Man or Castlevania, or something that was like Geno Kids when I played it, or Devil May Cry. And also, part of the appeal of a game like Devil May Cry is that DMC is a very arcadey game. It's something that you want to play a bunch and get better at. Not just like the combos, but the stage layout, the enemy placement, all the different moves you can use, the different ways you can go for the stages. You'll probably like Bloodborne more then. Feels more closer to that speed. I've been told that Bloodborne is one of the better Souls games, and it's generally like the one that everyone loves a bunch. So, maybe one day I'll actually try out Bloodborne and see how it goes. All right, open up. Dante, unlike Virgil, uses protection. Virgil is in that really funny category of character where he doesn't seem like he's in that funny category of character of rival character who doesn't really give a shit about anyone, yet he somehow still fucks and has a child. Same case as how Vegeta doesn't really care about anyone else, yet he had a child with Bulma, and that's how Trunks was born. Power Dasher. Uncharged attacks become half-charged while dashing. Let's see, I guess NJ says, I really like Elden Ring or Bloodborne, but other Souls games I tend to crash out. At least with Elden Ring, I feel like that one has, from what I've heard of others who are more experienced with Souls, Elden Ring has more easy options. So that one tends to be more beginner friendly for Souls players. And then like Neo said, Bloodborne seems to be like faster, more fast-paced. Ooh, careful now. So yeah, Virgil, Vegeta. Who else would you guys say fits in that category? Finally, we got another move. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. He looked at a woman just happened for Virgil. Good special edition ending for DMC4. Can confirm Elden has a lot of powerful stuff you can get early on. Like, I still think about how Elden Ring has the has the Mimic that can help you cheese a lot of the bosses in the game. So if you're struggling, you can usually just use that, and it'll copy whatever build you currently have equipped, and it can take a lot of the damage for you. before. Did you not hear, Smasa? I was saying like who fits in that category that I was talking about, like Vegeta and Virgil, where it's a rival character who doesn't really care about romance, but still ends up getting with someone anyway and having a child. Because that mindset is how we got both Nero and Trunks. Why the fuck does it keep doing this? Hey, it's back. Yeah, Mimic Tear, even after several nerfs, it's still stupidly good. It's funny because back when Elden Ring was still getting a lot of updates and stuff, I kept hearing how every patch just nerfs the Mimic Tear because it was that stupid. Somehow Sasuke fought Sakura. Yep, Sasuke falls under that trope as well. I swear, there was a post I saw talking more about this, but I can't find it for the life of me. Alright, is that platform coming back, or... Hello? 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 Anytime now. Okay, I'm starting to see why this has a lot of dislikes. That was not very fun. Mega Man X Faint Memories. Ooh, X5 music. Do I still have my... Oh, no, I don't. I gotta get that item again. The level just suddenly broke and there was nothing I could really do about it. Like, what was I supposed to do there? I tried waiting for... Like, I tried waiting for the platform to come back and it just wouldn't. Hey, double jump's nice. The Mimic Tear is my best friend. After all, the person you trust most is yourself. It's like that one meme. Me FaceTiming myself so I can hear a real one speak. You know what would be pretty cool? If someone made a version of the DMC Crimson mod, but specifically for the PS2 version. Because that way I could actually run it on PCX2 and I know it'd run well. I think Ash was like that as well. Sid Serena really liked him. Okay, but did Ash have a kid? Didn't think so. Also, Ash wasn't really a cold person, though. Like, the thing with that trope is that specifically Virgil and Vegeta are really cold people who don't really care much about anyone else and only really want power. The one I wanted to play was that Battle Network. The platformer one, but it was told it was hot garbage. Yeah, don't play Network Transmission, it's not worth it. The only thing good about that game is that it has really fire music. In fact, some of that music's on my stream playlist. Zen Motar. Splits the second button press. Oh, we get that move. I think Ash was also too young to get romance yet. Yeah, he didn't hit that phase of his life yet, you know? His hormones didn't start saying, damn, I really want to get a girlfriend. And then there's all the Digimon pro tags where the characters in Digimon Adventure 1 and 2 all hooked up. Well, maybe not all of them, but at least like a good chunk of them did. Bro, this Ash shipping shit is serious. Get ready to die behind it. Hey, somehow that platform didn't break. Wow, someone who actually knows level design. That was crazy growing up with those Digimon anime to see that. Something interesting about Digimon Adventure 1 and 2 is that, like, unlike Pokemon, all the pro tags from the first anime actually did grow up. And then in Adventure 2, we got to see, like, new characters join the old cast. Yeah, you did occasionally see what the older characters were up to, but it mostly focused on Daisuke and his crew. And out of the old cast, we ended up getting TK and Ikari. Hold up, boss time. I got an ad for a stone with a bed chasing a jug. What? Excuse me? Bro, they just be putting anything on Twitch. I guess I'll give that a like. That was decent. I could actually complete the stage, so it's already better than that last one I did. Alright, what else is here? High Alert, Clockwork, Reaper's Rush, Heatman Redux. I'm gonna do this with... I'll do this with Nina, aka X. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can I go pick up one of these? 7-leaf clover, Hoarder's Might, Cerebral Nourishment Meal. I'm gonna take the... I would take the meal. I could take all of these, actually. Fuck it, why not? Not really the shipper type individual, as long as the writing is good and makes sense, that's what matters most to me. You can call me vanilla all you want, but I will say, I'm not like super huge on shipping. I usually just tend to go with like, I usually tend to prefer the canon romance if it's actually written well. I'll more likely deviate with it if the romance is really badly written. Do I get any other attacks? Aiming Gear, Jagged Bolt. Oh, that one attacks from behind. And then this one goes like that. I'd rather deal with power scaling sons over shipping daughters. The memes do not lie. Power scaling son over shipping daughters any day. Oh, I don't have the double jump. Get ready to actually platform, buddy. Ah, wait, don't do it like that. Let's go like... Alright, let's do this, do this. Do this. Okay, I almost had it, just messed up the order. Alright, you're next. And you, and... There we go. Naruto canon romance all one-sided. Another reason Boruto is one of those stories in my head that's not canon. Most of the people I know who like Naruto don't even like to talk about Boruto unless it's to say how fucking garbage it is. Like Payne, for example. Huge Naruto fan that I know. He still likes to gas up Naruto stuff every now and then, but he really despises Boruto. Do you pad in 2D platformers, Roy? Oh, absolutely. D-pad any day. I sadly never grew up with Naruto. I did, but that's because Naruto was one of those shows that was on Toonami, so it was like one of my first exposures to anime. There was Naruto, there was Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z. Although for Dragon Ball, I grew up more on Kai than the original. Hey, red, blue, green, red, motherfucker, blue. Alright, red, blue, green, red. Man. When it comes to anime, it was Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Sailor Moon. It was Pokemon, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Digimon for me. Although I didn't watch nearly as much Digimon in my childhood years compared to others. The main ones I saw when I was a kid were Adventure, Data Squad. I saw Fusion, which I really hated. Oh, and I watched Adventure 2 as well. Cause back then, both Digimon Adventure 1 and 2 were just called Digimon Season 1. Like, it was Digimon Season 1 and Season 2. Starting with Tamers is when they called it something different. Ooh. That was not bad for an invisible block puzzle. That's the main reason I didn't like Sakura. A girl had no backbone when it came to Sasuke. No backbone, no sauce. Like, what does she even do? 1 token per spin. Hold up. Hold up, we got gambling? Let's go play the funny song. Alright. Here it is. Here we go. Let's go gambling. Wait, 1 token per spin? Do I not have any tokens? Come on, it's time. Really? Really? Alright, fine, you guys win. No gambling this time. Oh, jeez. Okay. Absolution. Deemer's Grace. I'm sure this will end well. Well, thank God I didn't spend the next 3 minutes there actually gambling. See, I would suggest watching Sonic X in Japanese. Chris is less ignoring. I blame the 4Kids writers. When I watched Sonic X, I watched the dub, so I didn't know much about some of the Japanese changes outside of some of the more well-known ones. Like the fact that in the Japanese version of Sonic X, they played Live and Learn for the for the Biolizard fight, and I'm so mad that they didn't have that in the 4Kids version.
Alright, 12 Memoria. That was alright.
Ain't got no tokens though, so I couldn't gamble. You know what? Just for the fact that I couldn't gamble, I'm gonna give it a dislike. Fuck you. Alright, what else we got? High Alert, Clockwork, Reaper's Rush, Heatman Redux, Catnip Party, Last Shift. Going up to the top may be hard for some players. What are some of these level names? Gone Fishing. Anti-gambling level, that thumbs down was deserved. Yeah, you get me, Fred Breaker. See, I'm glad you understand. Hey, what equipment do I have? Oh, this is some real fishing. Chris isn't the worst character ever. He got beaten by Wade's sister. Wade's sister might unironically be the worst Sonic character ever. The only thing that would stop her from being worse is if we're not counting, like, Sonic movie characters. If we're talking mainline Sonic characters that appear in the games and stuff, my least favorite would have to be Elise. Because even disregarding the game that she's from, Elise herself is just really boring. And the main heroine, the human-like heroine job is done better by the two that were in Secret Rings and Black Knight. But another contender down there would be Charmy. Y'all remember that Shadow the Hedgehog stream where I was just smack-talking Charmy the entire time because of that one level I had to do? It was entirely deserved, by the way. Fuck Charmy. Hold on, what's this? Oh, you can just move those around. Like in Rady Turtloid in X6. Deadly Momentum. See, slave foe spawn vicious friendly flaps. The problem with Elise is she doesn't have authority, but I fully understand her reasoning why she said she doesn't care what happens to the world, because she's been forced to hold back her tears and was sheltered for most of her life. I know that, still don't defend her. Like, yes, I understand that part of her character, and I get that that's like an important... I get why she feels that way, but it just doesn't really add up or make her any more interesting. Because at the end of the day, she's still a very C-tier heroine. Hey. Alright, let me get that switch. All of Charmy's charm went to his name, but none to his character. True! The most charm that you could say Charmy has is the fact that we have a bee character in Sonic. And I guess bees are cool, but Charmy's not. Oh, 06's defender deadass tried to use misogyny as a reason why we hate her, even when some of the most popular Sonic characters are girls. Imagine using misogyny for that, when one of the most popular Sonic characters is Blaze, a character that people still love her introduction for, and still want to see her come back to this day as a playable character. Also, people love Rouge a lot. They used to like Amy, but then Amy became washed ever since Frontiers. Okay, I think the worst Sonic characters are the Deadly Six, though. Like, maybe I can take Zaz and Zavok, but the other four, Yeah, like, Zavok is one thing. He's a boring Bowser clone, but at least he has some substance. The others are boring and bad. I don't see the appeal to them whatsoever. And they don't even have they don't even try to have actual sauce. They all have the most one-note. They all have the most, like, one-known personality traits that make them super forgettable. And you can argue there's a lot of Sonic characters that are one-note. But at least some of them try to have more to them than just their one personality trait that they yap about all stage long. Did I get another? No, I did not get another weapon. Just gotta work with these. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't get what the point of this stage was. Not a fan. Amy's very divisive now due to the backlash she gets from the 20s and 2010s. Yeah, Amy was always popular, but the thing is with Amy, she's also a character who's always divisive, because for some people her personality of loving Sonic so much just doesn't work for them. Holy stat ups, bro. What is this? Dog, are just letting me have all of this? What the fuck? Oh no, what kind of hell are they gonna blast upon me if they're giving me all these? I don't dislike Metal, but he's just so boring now. My problem with Metal is that they don't really try to evolve him in any form or in any shape or form. I feel like Metal peaks in classic Sonic games, but in modern Sonic games, he just doesn't work when he can't really have a dynamic with modern Sonic. Metal's cool when he's actually able to talk. Case in point, Sonic Heroes with Neo-Metal Sonic. Here's a crazy thing. Her love of Sonic actually stays intact due to Japanese writing. It's a censor for us Americans. Actually, was that proven in like the Sonic Frontiers Japanese script? Because I know the Japanese script is wildly different from the English one. And I think the same applies for Crossworlds. I can't even rank that stage. That one just went in one ear, out the other. Alright, what else we got? Crystal Snail, Mega Man X2. Let's see, yeah, the script is different in Frontiers. That's because America doesn't believe in love here. No, it's more like because they believe Amy has to be the strong independent woman now, who's more like motherly and caring instead of being a big fangirl. People don't like that nowadays. Except it's proven by the Amy fan base that actually no, they do love that type of Amy, but they said it far too late, and now we have boring motherly Amy. Okay, do I have anything else interesting? Resonant Helmet increases the effects of all equipped head cores. Remnant of Wind, aerial hits a cloud jump. BRB, I gotta do a few things, so I'm a lark. Good luck. Oh, alright, see you, Neo. And thanks for joining. That's a lot of bolts. Can I not get those though? Alright, let's try. Nah, if I had a double jump I could, but I don't. Amy did have motherly traits in Sonic Adventure, but still had her love for Sonic. True, because Amy's story in Sonic Adventure was exactly that. She was like caring for a lot of the animals and trying to rescue the Flickies from being badniks. She was more of that voice of reason, but still believed that Sonic cares for her, and in the end, Sonic still shows it. Yeah, because despite how Sonic acts around her, it's not like he hates her. He's just awkward. Like, look at how he acts at the end of Sonic and the Black Knight. The dude's awkward to be around her. I wonder though, Noah, if you were to do a rewrite of Amy, how would you fix her in a new game? Testing Grounds, Void of Workers' Strike Reunion, Workers' Strike, what the fuck? Spark Mandrill, okay. Alright, what else do I have? Not a whole lot for X. I can get a heart container though. I do like that these levels at least have their own set of restrictions for when people play them. Like we've seen in different levels, we start out with different equipment. So that's a cool aspect about the Freddy XX level maker. It's a tough question because I feel like they had the right balance of her writing in SA 1 and 2. I would say keep the tarot cards as just a small hobby, but still have that nice balance of her showing her love for Sonic while also having that sass from Sonic X. Yeah, I think that would be a nice balance. Because, like, SA 1 and 2 did her just fine, but unfortunately a lot of games after that really overdid it with Amy being the Sonic fangirl who has to stalk him and have a massive crush on him. It can be a bit much. But at the same time, I don't like that vibe that they try and make her all motherly and caring and not really all that into Sonic. Can I gamble? Fuck, I can't gamble. Solution Gambler. Guys, we can do it now. Yes! Let's go, gambling stream! Ogjack's Fury, core arms charge time reduced. Yeah, yeah! Give me a few more bolts. Friend dodge. Grant a random repro. Let's see. Repros? Oh, the repros. Okay, I see. To me, the Massive Crush was just played for comedy, and I feel like kids back in the 2000s didn't mind that. It was more of the 90s fans feeling annoyed with that. Yeah, because like that's a common trend in like 2000 shows. A protag having a girl that like has a massive crush on them, but they don't really care too much about her. Either that, or he's like too oblivious or not really into girls just yet. One token per spin. I need to get more. Fuck, I can't do that. Wait, what was that? Extreme poverty I want to say it, but I can't say it on Twitch. I want to say it. Fuck you. Okay, let's see. Rory is a gambler now. When a streamer becomes a gambler. Yeah, y'all should have seen how I was on Golden Sun. For example, Starfire from Teen Titans had a massive crush on Robin, but it was played for laughs. Yeah, plus, anyone who saw the Teen Titans movie, The Trouble in Tokyo, that crush did pay off at the end of the series. So at least there's that for the people who actually did ship them. God, yeah, that Golden Sun clip is so good. Wait. Hold on, I almost have it. Come on, man, I gotta do it like... Can I stand on him? I can't stand on him. You gotta get out of here. Come on, man, I was literally clipping on it for a second. Insert that one gift that Extra likes to keep using. Mega Man X fans playing their favorite game. There we go. Let's see, Panini for Chowder, Isabella for Phineas. Yeah, like the more you look back at a lot of those older cartoons, it was a very obvious trope. What else was there? Wasn't there a character like that in Ed, Edd and Eddy? I feel like there was, but I can't remember who it was. Well, I mainly remember the free girls from Ed and Eddy being a big jerk to the Eds. The Canker Girls? Yeah, it was them. What would you recommend, Golden Xanadu Next or Golden Sun duology? I've never played Xanadu Next, so I'm gonna have to say the Golden Sun duology. I still need to play Xanadu Next myself. I got it from Excel of all people, surprisingly. I would have thought that game would be gifted by Dom. Oh, you know what? This was a... You know what? Because I could gamble, I'm going to give this level a thumbs up. Alright then, Golden Sun it is. Yup, and on that note, I should really prepare stuff for the Lost Stage stream. Gotta make sure I transfer everything that I need to. Azure Gunlike, Free AM. Oh boy, Free AM! Okay, what do I got? Auto combos, I got the cores. Hey, got the Band of Might. Oh, brother. More disappearing platforms. The Mega Man Special. I didn't mind crushes. It's when the girl is possessive and she's not even in a relationship with them. Yeah, because Isabella wasn't really possessive like that. She just has a massive crush on Phineas, but she was still a very normal character. Or, you know who else was like that? Tootie from Fairly Odd Parents. Alright, game, where are we dropping, boys? Hey, welcome back, Neo. Negation Pulse. Get a little shield around me. Yeah, I don't know. 2D was a little much, even for me back then. The only W I can give 2D is that at least the live-action Fairly Odd Parents movie made her a more likable character. Extreme Poverty Detective, Broadcast. I think that's the example of obsessive. See, yeah, a character like Tootie is going way too far with it, and that's when she becomes really unlikable. Question, Roy, I have to ask, what's your favorite Maverick and worst Maverick that's not Flame Hynard? Ooh, okay, favorite Maverick would have to be Magma Dragoon, easily. Worst one that's not Flame Hynard. Ooh. What the fuck? There was one. I remember there's one in X6 that I also don't like. Oh, Blaze Heatnix. Fuck Blaze Heatnix. Yeah, if it weren't for Flame Hynard, Blaze Heatnix is my least favorite Maverick. Because I have massive... Guys, we got tokens. We can gamble. Yeah! Back to the casino we go. Blaze Heatnix, I hate his stage and everything he stands for. Genuinely god-awful, garbage stage with the worst gimmicks ever, and all that. And the only redeemable part about him is the fact that Blaze Heatnix has a really sick stage theme. But you can say that about any Mega Man X6 Maverick. Da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Are these not the same ones that I got before? Here's another tough one. If you had to pick a weakest Maverick roster from X4, who would it be? Weakest from X4. I would say Jet Stingray, but I actually like the race you do with Jet Stingray in his stage. Even though I don't usually like the Ride Chaser stages in X games, his was kind of fun. It's the ones in X5 and 6 that I have a disdain for. Actually, what I could do is could pull up a list of all the Mavericks in X4 and see who I don't really care for. Yeah, it's like, because even looking at the designs, they're kind of heat. Out of all of these... You know what? Out of all of them, I don't really care too much about Frost Walrus. Because he feels too similar to Frostman in Mega Man 8. That Roy Bra emote's too good. Thank you. I really need to commission more emotes for the future. Get the speed juicer. Gotta go fast. Frost Walrus feels like a retrend of Blizzard Buffalo. Yeah. And you know, it's funny you say that. I genuinely do not remember what most of the Mavericks in X3 are. I feel like that's one of the Mega Man X games I played the least. So they're just not on my mind. I remember Volt Catfish and Gravity Beetle because those two have really sick stage themes, but the rest just are blank to me. Nice, I'm sure they'll look great. Give me some tokens. Resonant Helmet, Destructor's Might, some more bolts. Not a single token though, fuck you. X5 is my least played. And to be honest, I can't even blame you. X5 is some dog shit. Well, okay, I wouldn't say like complete dog shit. X5 is fine, but just has a lot of problems that hold it back from me. It's not a game that I'd be willing to revisit. Just because there's so much of it that... There's so many problems with it. And it's also not a fun... It's also not really fair to Zero, the character that I like playing in X games more. I don't like X3. Me neither. I think X3 is kind of boring. Not only that, but I don't like how they did Zero's gameplay. It's too risky to ever play as him because if you die as him once, you get the bad ending, and you can't play as him anymore. And you also can't use him for a boss fight. So like, what's the point? Phantom Ace, Wrecking Ball, Last Mission, Brotherhood. What's this all about? The Doppler stage. Oh, speaking of X3. Yeah, the game feels more so designed for X and X5 than Zero. Yeah, so like, fun fact for those who don't know. In X5, picking Zero at the start is actually a trap. If you pick Zero at the start of X5, you do get a really cool opening stage theme, but at the cost of Zero's bonus at the start is the Zero Buster, which is really bad. Not only is it really sluggish, barely does any damage, you also lose out on the Falcon armor that you could be getting for X, which is a really good boon for him in this game. So you gotta play as Naked Armor X for like a good chunk of the game until you get one of the Gaia armor. And I don't like relying on the Gaia armor because that shit's really bad. But everyone picks him. It was cool not to. Like, I love Zero a lot, but that game was so mean to Zero. There's no reason to ever pick him in the beginning. Let's see. Increase the speed by +4. Gotta go real fast. Oh yeah. Love Aelia, but good god, I wish you could mute her in X5. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Aelia is a failed attempt at recreating the Codex code from Metal Gear Solid. At recreating the Codex calls in Metal Gear Solid. The problem with Aelia's calls is that not only is Aelia really boring as a character, but you can't skip her calls at all. In X5 at least. They fixed this problem from X6 onward, and thank goodness they did. And guys, whenever I have to complain about how weird the second half of the X series is, it's why I always say to people, Don't buy X Collection 2 on its own. If you're gonna get into the X series, either buy Collection 1 or 2 and 2 as a bundle, or just get X Collection 1. 2 is not worth it on its own. Never thought of it that way. You're so right, though. All of Alias calls just come down to, like, yapping about stuff in the stage that you could easily find out on your own. And Ailey doesn't really say anything interesting. Also, it happens at the start of the stage, and you can't skip it. You have to mash through it. So, especially if you want to replay X5, that part gets aggravating. It was the only Mega Man collection I passed on. Collection 2 itself, or just the Mega Man X collection in general. Because if it's just X Collection 2, then I don't blame you. X8 is a fine game, but I don't like the level gimmicks. Out of all the second collection X games, I like X8 the most. Like, I don't like the level gimmicks, but I like everything else that game does. I think X8 is at least better than X5 and 3. Yeah, if I had to rank the X series, it would go 4, 1, 2, 8, 5, 3, 6, and then 7. And no, I'm not talking about the meme. What else is here? Advanced Power Trial, an easy level, trust me. Experiment 9, but harder. Flamethrower, Speed Trial. Aerial Jumps, Mild Catastrophe. Elecman Stage. Alright, Elecman Stage it is. Yeah, X7 is worse than X6. Axel got done dirty. I have plenty of friends that will tell you otherwise and say that like X7 is that X6 is the worst one. And I don't blame them either because like I hate X6 and X7 for very different reasons. X7, I can see why people would be more forgiving on because it's the first time that they did a Mega Man X game in 3D. So of course it's not going to be designed as well as like the other ones. But my problem with X7 is that it's just so boring and all the characters play like shit and the writing is awful and the voice acting is awful. And the level design's really bad too. It's basically a pick your poison if you try and use any of the characters in that game. Yeah, I'd have to deal with Axel being underpowered, Zero being bad because of how they implemented him in 3D, or X being underpowered because you get him so late, and there's not enough power-ups for all X, Zero, and Axel, which is why I think they changed the power-up system to how they did in Mega Man X8. Yeah, it's so fucking ass. I wonder, Roy, what are your thoughts on each Gunvolt game, and what is your stance on the series in general, including Luminous Avenger? Okay, I got you on this one. So, Gunvolt 1 is a solid game. I think Gunvolt 1 does a solid job starting up the solidifying the foundation of what Gunvolt's gonna be and what to expect from the series. 2 takes that foundation and ups it by like times 10. You have better stage design for Gunvolt. You have Copen as a playable character. You have two campaigns for them. You have really sick music for each. I love what they did with Gunvolt 2. I think that one's my favorite of the bunch. Luminous Avenger X, a really nice Copen solo game. Not one that I was surprised to see that we'd get a Copen solo game, but it's nice that we got one. And, Copen's gameplay is still just as nice there as it is in Gunvolt. Although, don't expect the story to be the same. Copen's story is like way separate from Gunvolt. It's like many years afterwards, and in a different timeline. You don't have to worry about too much continuity there. Sorry. Luminous Avenger 2 is my least favorite game in the series. I don't like the way that they changed Copen's gameplay. They try to make him like Zero without realizing what made Zero good in the first place. So his gameplay just feels like a really bad Zero clone, and you don't get the cool Air King that he is in Gunvolt 2 and Luminous Avenger 1. I also don't like how they make the first campaign piss easy, and then when you have to unlock the true ending, they make the level design a lot worse. They add lives for no reason. They make everything much harder in a bad way. It's not fun. It's just not fun. And the only reason I bursted my way through it is because Gunvolt games are not very long. So I figured I'm also do this, but Luminous Avenger 2 is not a game that I would ever play again. Damn, the ad interrupted. Fuck ads, man. Damn, this is so sad. Can we get a sub for Noah Ignis? It's like they got tired of GV's story in Gunvolt 3. Oh yeah, I didn't even get to Gunvolt 3. Gunvolt 3 is despite how overhated it is, I actually don't dislike Gunvolt 3, but I will say, Gunvolt 3 easily has the worst story in the series, and I can see why people hated on that note. I still love its gameplay, and I love how cool Kieran is gameplay-wise, which makes me even more sad that Gunvolt 3 is the only game where she's playable in, because now Kieran's legacy is being in the Gunvolt game that killed the series, and the one that everyone hates. I think Gunvolt 3's peak gameplay kinda is. I think Kieran's gameplay is really sick. Especially if you get if you do the Trigger X mode, where you get to play as Kieran solo, and you don't have the Gunvolt transformation. But to make up for it, Kieran has better moves, more mobility. She feels a lot more fun to play. And if I could do a full run of Gunvolt 3 with that version of Kieran, I absolutely would. Oh, Vibro Reserve. To be honest, I feel like Gunvolt 3 would at least be a bit better received if there was an entry between Gunvolt 2 and 3. Because the way 2 ends, it feels like we needed another direct sequel to that. But instead, we just skip 1,000 years, have Kieran as the main lead instead of Gunvolt, who deserved a better ending for his story. I don't know. It's a good game. A little disappointing on the narrative side, considering what they built up before. Anything up here? Or the dev's just gonna tell me to fuck off and go back to the ground. Wait! Oh, there's actually something up here. Hold up. Am I actually being rewarded for my geniusness? What's over here? Nothing. Yeah, shout out to Blaster Master Zero for actually getting a W in the end. Bro, did I really go up that high? Dog, did I really just skip most of the level design? What is this? I thought I was in a bottomless pit, but it just dropped me over here. I've been meaning to get into Blaster Master. I feel like I should give it a try. It's a pretty solid Metroidvania. And you know, the writing, as simple as it is, it's actually not too bad. You know how this is supposed to be a stage based off of Lick Man from Mega Man 1? Stuff like the way Mega Man 1 stages are why I would not replay Mega Man 1 often, or just ever. Okay, I just died. Nice. Anything over here at least? I like the characters more in Blaster Master Zero. And the cool thing is it blends in a lot of elements from the Japanese and American versions. Yeah, because Blaster Master did start out as a Sunfest or whatever those devs are called. It started out as a Sunfest game from the NES era. And now the Inti Creates version, like, remade it to make its own thing. I also think it's really cool that Blaster Master Zero has two gameplay modes. Like you have the tank gameplay where it's a traditional 2D side scroller, while when Jason's on foot, it's more of a top-down game. It's like a nice way to diversify up the gameplay. Yeah, the Inti Creates version is a blend of both. Yep, that's why it's really cool. Man, Mega Man 1's level design is so ass.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, hey, we got actual enemies again. Let's see, I wish more games could do Blaster Master's hybrid gameplay style. Same actually. It's cool when devs can actually experiment with hybrid gameplay styles. That's why I really like the more recent Trails games. I know people are mixed on Trails games having action combat, but it's not like it's fully action combat. And even with that, most of the important battles are still turn-based. Like think Skyfirst, for example. Skyfirst has a hybrid combat, but all the important battles are still turn-based. So it's not like that aspect changed about it. A lot of these early Capcom games are pretty short as well. True. The Mega Man games were pretty short. Early Resident Evil's pretty short. It was actually starting with 4 when they became a little bit longer. What else? Onimusha, that's another one. We don't see many games take two gameplay styles and form it as a hybrid. Well, I have a question for you, Noah. Have you ever played Suikoden? Because the Suikoden series does exactly that. It doesn't have, like, a turn-based action, but it has different gameplay styles for both the regular turn-based combat and the war combat. So, like, Suikoden 2, for example, is both a turn-based RPG and a strategy RPG. Have it on my backlog. Nice. I really want to play Suikoden 5. I hear a lot of good things about it, and D-Tran, and for D-Tran, that's his favorite Suikoden game. It's also the inspiration for his OC Haku, or Haki. Yeah, it's the inspiration for his OC. The two main inspirations I know for it are the protag of Suikoden 5 and Ludiger from Xillia 2. That was a shit stage, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, let's check the spicy ones. Do we have anything interesting here? Speed trial. Keep Flying Friend, also search for Secret V2. Ace Hellish Desire, The Garden, Solar Blaze. Burning Hot Like My Soul. Let's type in Mega Man X. See what we can find. I have it in my... Let's see. I can also see modern Persona games are hybrid, half visual novel, simulation, and dungeon crawler. I also really love Crosscode. Yep. BRB. Alright, see ya, Neo. Dawn of Dreams, I remember the name now. Yeah, that's Onimusha 4. Let's see, what else do we have? Doppler Stage, Storm Eagle. I guess I can do Storm Eagles. Why not? But yeah, I see you really like hybrid style games. So in that case, you're really gonna like Udawara Mono whenever you get to it. Because, you know, Udawara Mono is half visual novel, half strategy RPG. And on that note, you might like 100 Line as well. I played Onimusha 1-3 back when I was in middle school. Last year, I played Onimusha 1 near the end of the year. And I haven't really gotten to 2 yet, but I do have 2 on Steam now, so I can try it out at some point. Fuck. You broke ass. I can't gamble! I think hybrid games do scratch that itch for me. Baldur's Sky is half visual novel and half mecha action combat. Mecha action like not turn-based, right? Like deadass, it's an actual like action mecha game. Cause I don't know if it's like turn-based or whatnot. Yeah, it's a top-down mecha action game. That's insane. You. Anytime now, game. Yeah, I can't go back. Gotta keep going like this. In Only Wishes 2, depending on who has the highest affection, that character would be a partner that shows up once in a while. Ooh. There was something like that in Onimusha 1, although Onimusha 1 you mostly played as the protag dude, and there was a small session where you could play as a ninja girl. $50 bolts! Okay, you can customize your moveset similar to a Tales game. Oh, really? Really now? Oh. I might have to look into that then. Hello. And goodbye. What about just Mega Man? What can I find with this? I haven't gotten around to it yet, but it's been recommended to me. Also added in the 18+ mod for the game. Oh yeah, cause Steam won't allow that stuff. Speaking of which, Noah, did you see that they're putting their Rants games on Steam? Would you still love me if I was a worm? Oh boy. Well, I saw more on Blue Sky. But yeah, Steam is gonna be adding Rants 1 and 2. And I believe there's plan to add the others at a later date, like 3, 4, 5, 6. Sengoku Ranchers, I believe, is 7. And Rants 9, apparently. Yo, double jump! I was planning on getting rants from the actual company website. You're probably better off doing that if you want the actual 18+ scenes, because I seriously doubt they're gonna have the actual scenes on the Steam version. Because there was another visual novel that I tried playing way back when that had those scenes removed from the Steam version. I believe it was called Dies Irae. Oh, this is gonna be useful. We take those. I thought so, because Steam is very picky with NSFW. Especially, oh yeah, especially when it comes to visual novels. They do not like that shit. I remember hearing stories about another visual novel that got taken off of Steam. It was Chaos Head. Really? 5 nuts away. Can I get more? Like an exchange HP for nuts. Nah, I don't think so. Yo, I heard about that one. Yeah. I guess there's also the Fate game, like the Type Moon games too. But the thing is, the Type Moon games are fine because all of the Type Moon VNs that had H-scenes, they released the real to newer versions that don't have the H-scenes anymore. So like Fate Stay Night, Fate Hall Ataraxia they're based on the real to newer versions that were released on PS2. Tsukihime Remake does not have H-scenes, and neither does Witch on the Holy Night. I kind of like this one, actually. I'll give you a thumbs up. What else we got? Void, whatever. I tried Witch on the Holy Night, but I can't seem to finish reading it. To be honest, I feel like, I don't know if it's the same for everyone else, but at least for me, I feel like I need to be in the right mood to really read a visual novel. Which is why I actually haven't really read any in quite a long time. The last one I fully read through was the Utsuwara Mono trilogy. And even then, I started Prelude of the Fallen, like, back in 2021. Didn't really like it that much, so it took me a while to actually get to Mask of Deception. I did Mask of Deception, and I loved it a lot more than I expected. So I was like, you know what? After the Battle Network Legacy Collection, I'm gonna play Mask of Truth. And here we are now. Mask of Truth is one of my most favorite games ever, and probably my favorite VN that's not Mahoyo. most visual novels, I need to have something mixed in with it. And that's another thing that helps keep my attention with Uda. Because the Uda games are also strategy RPGs. And you know me, I love my SRPGs. So I was like, hell yeah, say less. Even though compared to other SRPGs, Uda is like very simple. It's still fine because like they do at least add more mechanics in Mask of Deception, and especially Mask of Truth. But it's not like super complex. It's at least something you can kind of dig your teeth into. I have a pretty short attention span, so it's pretty hard for me to read or watch something unless I'm really into it. Oh no, guys. We have the TikTok brains. Hey, what I got? What was this? Jacobin's Claw, Core Arms, Charge of Text, even Charge Leer. Charge Leer? Is that a word? Okay. What I have seen, Uta's feels very beginner friendly. Yeah, if you're not super experienced with SRPGs, Uda is the most beginner friendly SRPG you'll ever play. You literally cannot lose battles in that game. I'm gonna fucking drop, aren't I? Yeah. Let me take this. Yeah, we'd take those. I think that's why I don't mind the different gameplay styles in Sonic Adventure, Adventure 2, and Unleashed. Different gameplay styles is fine in concept, but because the styles are so drastically different, the execution for them will vary, and like for some people they're not gonna like it as much as they think. That's why Sonic Adventure 2 is mixed for some people, because as much as people generally like the Sonic and Shadow stages, the treasure hunting stages and the treasure hunting and like the mech stages are not everyone's cup of tea. I'd play a whole game about treasure hunting with Knuckles. So, remember how I was talking about how I played Wario World recently? I deadass think that if Knuckles were to ever get a 3D game, that's how they should make it like. Because it has huge emphasis on like brawler combat and treasure hunting. Treasure hunting Knuckles spin-off would be peak. Yeah. It'd be better than whatever they tried with Chaotix, that's for sure. Like, sorry Vector and SPO, I love you guys, but Knuckles Chaotix was not good. A chaotic spin-off of Lost Judgment combat. Please, Sega. Please, Sega. Please, Sega. That would be so kick-ass. In fact, if RGG wasn't really going for their big mess right now, I would have said RGG should make a Vector spin-off where we have to focus on like combat and solving mysteries. But you know, RGG's kind of in their wash era right now, so I don't know how to feel about that. Did I get any different weapons? No, I didn't. Surprising. Dude, it saddens me so much how awful RGG's been lately. Cause Stranger Than Heaven actually looks pretty good, but it's being muddied up by everything they're doing with Kiwami Free right now. I'm gonna be honest, this was the best stage I played so far, so thumbs up for you. Did I do this one? Okay, I definitely did not do this one. Feels sweet. Wow, to the touch. Dog, what the fuck? Oh. I guess I just can't... I guess I'm not fighting this stage. Well, I can see why they named the stage the way they did. We went from a Mega Man X stream to a Mario stream. I'm always thinking about Wario raising his fist saying, "I'm number one!" Hehe, Wario! Speaking of Wario, last night I found some, really spicy Art of Wario with the two princesses. And it's interesting to say the least. Give me the power! Anything up here? I had to see that one clip of RGG finding ways to screw up with Kiwami Free and more. God, that clip is so fucking funny. I love it so much. In fact, let's go watch it again. It's that funny. God, man. RGG came and went. The clip should still be in voice text. Yeah, because this was from the last VC. Wait, where is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. Dude, I feel bad for any of the lurkers who came here on Twitter and Blue Sky thinking that I was actually going to be streaming DMC just to get jump scared by by 30XX. Anyway, here's the funny. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Noah. I got it anyway. It's like, I don't know how they do it, but they're locking in just to make Kiwami Free a worse remake than Free, and that's a big accomplishment considering that Yakuza 3 is already one of the most hated games in the series. Probably the most hated, actually. Hey, let me jump at that nigga head. Hey, get down here. Get up here. You know what? The stage was creative. I'll give the devs that. All that for an actor that won't voice that many cutscenes. How many Yakuza 2 fans felt this? You know, I'm starting with what they're doing with Kiwami Free right now. I can understand why Yakuza 2 fans feel the way they do. Like deadass. It reminds me of how Intelligent Systems was with Modern Paper Mario. It's so bad. Yeah. Modern Paper Mario upsets me greatly. As someone who loves the 1,000-year... I'm fucking killing myself. Ah! Okay, I should have timed that better. That's on me. Alright, there we go. As someone who loves the 1,000-year door and has it as his favorite Mario game, and really likes Paper Mario 1, and even enjoys Super, it's really upsetting seeing Paper Mario kind of lose its identity and just become really like anti-RPGs. It's like Paper Mario is embarrassed to be itself. And I don't mind a series like experimenting to try and do different things, because that's what Super Paper Mario did. And despite some of its weirdness, people actually like that game. Like, Super Paper Mario knew what it was doing. It wasn't going to be a turn-based RPG, so it didn't pretend to be. Instead, now you have Paper Mario Sticker Star pretending it's an RPG, but all it is a shitty card battler. Okay, I can't go this way. Oh yeah, just do it like this. The best way to explain Paper Mario 6's Sticker Star is like this. You know you severely screwed up in game design if it's actually optimal to skip every encounter and only go for boss fights. The Quantum Spook. It's definitely at least like mostly that translations and removal of minigames. For what was that, for Yakuza 2? Because I know they changed up some things with Kiwami 2. I never played OG Yakuza 2 myself, but I actually really want to. Might try that out on my own time. Still can't wrap my head around what Miyamoto was thinking in Intelligent Systems. Like, I genuinely don't know what made them think this was the Paper Mario that people wanted. Instead of actually going for instead of actually going for something like the 64, the Thousand Year Door, or you know, even evolving Super Paper Mario's gameplay. Because like they could have actually adjusted the issues with that game. People don't like boss fights in Super because they're way too easy. So you know, you could actually make the bosses harder. You could have more mechanics involved. Because you can easily break the bosses in Super. Oh, I have to be like the edge. I don't know. I'll never understand why they made Sticker Star the way they did, and how they like only doubled down on Color Splash. I know some people will tell you Color Splash is better, but don't fall for their propaganda. Color Splash is not good either. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, no. There's bolts I can get. But yeah, don't fall for their propaganda. Color Splash is bad. I'm not a fan of how Modern Paper Mario acknowledged the cast as paper. I really like the storybook feel of the old games. Same. In fact, something I really like about the original Paper Mario is that that game doesn't really feel all that papery compared to future games. It's only really paper in the aesthetic. Everything else about it just feels like a regular Mario RPG, you know? Starting with the Thousand Year Door onward, that's when they started leaning more into the paper mechanics. But then Color Splash, Sticker Star, Color Splash, and especially Origami King lean way too hard into the paper thing, to the point where you're fighting like staplers and office supplies as boss fights. Like, are you kidding me? What happened to all the cool characters? What are we doing? Like, I could really rant about Modern Paper Mario all day. They're just the antithesis of what people love about Paper Mario. It sucks so much. Alright, what we got? We got some bolts. Oh, I got an attack already. Crushing Void. Anyway, did I ever tell you guys what other Mega Man stream idea I wanted to do at some point? Guys, I got tokens. We can gamble somewhere in the stage. We can gamble. We gotta find the area to do so though. But yeah, as I was about to say, another Mega Man stream idea that I want to do at some point, I want to rank all the vocal Mega Man songs. Cause there's a tier list for that on Tier Maker, and all I really need to do is just like find a playlist that has all the vocal songs in order. And then I could do that. Violet, does Sayu actually have a gambling emote? Oh my god. Sayu's wallet. Oh my god, that's incredible. X4 intro Japanese music is really good. Agreed. I'm a big advocate for X8's Japanese intro. Wildfang's a banger. In fact, don't be surprised if I rank that one really highly, because it is my favorite song in the Mega Man it's my favorite vocal song in the Mega Man series. Battle Network all versions? Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get to the Battle Network songs too. Because another one of my favorites is the opening theme from the Battle Network anime, specifically for Rockman EXE's stream. Man. No, I can't cheese it like that. Can I make my jump better? That anime stuck around for longer than I thought it would. Oh yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, I believe the anime started shortly around, like, after Battle Network 2 was done. Somewhere after, like, Battle Network 2 and 3 were finished. And then they made seasons for, like, Battle Network 4, and then 5, and then 6. Although they did a second version called Beast Plus, where the episodes became a lot shorter. And that's kind of where the series fell off. Beast Plus is so unfortunate, because the anime was doing so good before, and then Beast Plus was just kind of whatever. Come on. What are we supposed to be doing here? Ba 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 da ba da ba ba da ba 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 ba. Ah, you know what? I wonder if this spot's a trap, actually. Is there anywhere else I can go? Oh, up here's an option. Actually, we're not even close to the gambling machine, so I'm gonna just turn back the regular music. It's a better version of Sticker Star, but not by much. It wasn't really an RPG. Color Splash? It's better Sticker Star, but only slightly better Sticker Star. Because it still has a lot of the same problems that game does. Wait. I can, wait. I can dash upwards? I can dash downwards too. Wait, that's raw as fuck. Dude, I need to play this game more. I really need to do more runs of this game. That's crazy. I did not think I could dash upwards like that. Looking back, there were a lot of Sonic cartoons. That there were. There was Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. There was the other like Sonic cartoon that had Sally, Sonic Underground, Sonic X, Sonic Boom, and Sonic Prime. The main one I saw as a kid was Sonic X, and a little bit of Sonic Boom because, like, for as much as I hate the Boom era, the only thing it has going for it is the show is actually not half bad. Laundry's done now. Nice. Here we go, boys. Here we go, boys. And we get Oxjack's Field. Guys, I'm starting to think these machines always give the same items. Yeah, these are the exact same items I got last time. Yeah, no. Gambling, it's just not fun when you're getting the same shit. I can't bother with these machines anymore. Call me the what, master? ...2014 to 2019 wasn't easy being a Sonic fan, especially on YouTube. Yeah, that was the time where I kind of fell off on Sonic. Thanks, Haley. Very cool. Also, hey there. How you doing? Yeah. The nut. The Nut Master, baby. Oh. Why'd the game crash? Okay. I think that's the universe saying that I should stop streaming. Bruh. Yeah, the game just randomly crashed while I was scrolling down to see more levels. I mean, I wasn't able to do the DMC thing that I wanted to do anyway, so this stream already derailed a lot. Game crash, then ad comes on. Damn! They might as well just tell me to slide it in at that point. What the fuck? Alright, you know what? I guess that's it. Alright, well, thank you all for joining. I will see you guys next time. Peace.